Hello everyone and welcome back. We are going to be making this really cute Hershey's Chocolate Kiss gift bag. My daughter's going to be doing it for a holiday giveaway. I do not know who the original creator is on this. I can tell you that I am not. I saw it somewhere on YouTube but could not go back and find it later. And I did have some friends that wanted the pattern, so I recreated it on my own. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the dimensions in the project. So I hope you enjoy. Again, I am not the original creator. If someone does know who it is, please leave a comment so that that person can get credit for this video. And thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye. Okay, now what I've done first of all is I have cut a piece of Christmas paper that is 5 inches long by 12 inches. And then you're going to have to score it. Now this one is scored at 1.5, 5 1/4, and then 7 1/4. And that's the first step. After scoring my paper, I've gone ahead and loaded it up on my Cricut mat. Now I'm going to be using the Cricut Fabulously Fines, or Fabulous Fines, to be cutting an oval on the paper. Now the way I load my paper is, if you'll notice, the arrow is here. I center it on the paper, so the 6-inch mark is here. I just center it between that. I actually make little tick marks on my mat to make it easy to line up. And then turning it just so I can work on it, from the last score mark, which is the 7 1/4 inch score mark, I am going to go ahead and mark off a center point for where I want it to cut. Now, some people might want to not have to go to all this extra work. You don't have to, but I'm really anal when it comes to this, and I like to make sure that my oval cut is exactly center. So I'm going to mark off right here at 1 1/4, and then cross mark the 6 inch. So now when I go to feed this into my Cricut, and I use the center point at just the center of that X, I'm going to know I'm going to get an exact oval where I want it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and I'll be right back. So now that we have the paper loaded up, what I'm going to do is I have it set at 1.5 inches. That's the size I want my oval. And with my cartridge in place, you need to make sure that you have the center point on. Then click your insert and the first oval, so you need to hit shift, the book plate, which will be book plate number 2, and then go ahead and line it up onto those crosshairs. Okay, and then go ahead and hit cut. And we'll go ahead and unload. And because we went ahead and hit the center point, it's exactly cut where we need the oval, which is right here in the center of that panel. And one moment, and I'll go get set up again. Okay, now that we're back at our workstation, we can just go ahead and remove the paper from the mat and set it aside. And next, we can go ahead and just fold it on our score marks. Now, as you can see, when you fold it up, it really just resembles a matchbook cover. Now, you could leave it like this if you wanted to, but I like to put in a little extra decorative piece. And so I have, since we were going green, I thought I would use a plaid green that I have. And then I've used EK Success punch to punch out the bottom of it, just for a little extra element. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and apply glue to the back of that and line up your piece of paper right below the line. You don't really want to do it on the line, but right below. And then you're all ready to go ahead and insert your candy. Okay, now I've gone ahead and filled a cellophane bag with about 3 handfuls of chocolate kisses. And that's really all that this form will fit. So you just want to go ahead and fold it over, letting out some of the air in the bag. And just fold it over a couple of times. And line it up in your bag, making sure that the top is actually equal to it. And bring it up to the top crease of the other portion of the bag. Now for this I use a clip and I just hold it all together when I am punching it to make sure I get everything. Now I have found that I have one problem, and that is that I don't have the strength with my hand punch to punch through everything. I have the big crocodile big bite, but I don't have the hand one. I just have a regular paper punch. So that's something I'm going to have to put on my list. But again, since I like to make sure everything is centered up, I hand mark where I want my punches to be. And then I go take it over to my husband and ask him to punch it. So I will be right back. Okay, now we have the punch outs all done. And my husband, he's so funny. I asked him to punch in for me. He says, now you know, every time I punch it out, you have to give me a kiss. Well, after 22 years of marriage, he's not talking about mine. He's talking about the chocolate ones. So I dare say the bag of chocolate Hershey Kisses are not going to last long. Not with all the bags I have to do. Okay, so once I get the ribbon in, I can go ahead and remove my clip. And then just go ahead and tie up the bow. Now I'm using this really thick, pretty Christmas wired ribbon. I actually got it at Costco. And they have the best wired ribbon. I just absolutely love it. And every year I go crazy and buy new ribbon. And it's just the best value. You get like 50 yards for $6 or something like that. It's insane. But I love it. I do it every year. Have lots of variety. And it's just easy to work with. And I will sit here and work at this bow until I get it perfect just the way I want it. Trust me. Because that's another thing I go perfectly anal over. I like to make sure my bows are pretty. And once I get it just the way I want it, I will go ahead and clip off the tail ends. Actually, this one's going the wrong way, so I'm just going to leave it like that, but trim up the edges so they're fresh. And then this one's backwards, so I'll have to make it the same. Okay, so there you have it. There is your little candy treat bag. And I do make them varied, so every bag will be a little bit different. Some might have red bows, some might have gold bows. It all depends on the colors and the packaging that I'm doing. And I love doing the double pattern paper, so it's patterned on both sides, because you can see through it. So it's nice if it's decorative on both sides. So again, I hope you like the project. Just fill it whatever treat you like, and I'm sure whoever receives it will absolutely love it. Have a wonderful night. Take care, everybody, and God bless.